Hello everyone, welcome back to the session. So till now we have learned about so many topics in Node.js, right? Like what is Node.js, and also what is the why in which language the Node.js is working, and what are the prerequisites of the Node.js, and what are the HTTP protocols as an overview, and also what is the meaning of JSON and how we are handled. Already we have listened in React.js and also in JavaScript. So and also we have learned about REPL environment, where it's read, evaluation, print and loop environment. And also we have the basically the most topic which I have learned is modules of Node.js. So in the modules of Node.js we have three types of modules, which is an core modules and custom modules and npm modules. So these are the things which we have learned till now. So let me clear it. So now we will learn about custom modules and asynchronous functions. We have idea on the asynchronous functions in the JavaScript. That is the same logic and everything, but how we are handling it in this one, that's what I will show you in the programmatical way in Node.js. So the concept and the same overview, everything will be the same. And after that I will tell you about JSON handling and complex JSON handling inside the folder structures. So let's go with the one by one step so that we will get it everything and understand easily every step by step. So let's go with the custom modules initially. So what we have done, OS is in one core module, HTTP is a one core module, and like that say FS is a 4 module. Like that we have done. Means core modules means what is that meaning? It's nothing but we are learning about what is by default modules which are coming while installation with the Node.js. These are what we call as core modules. So now we will have custom modules. The name itself is saying that custom is nothing but own prepared modules. Means Node.js is the company, means the software which has developed core modules. So if you have some functionality issue, or else if you need some requirement, based on the requirement we will also create for our own project our own modules, which are called as custom modules. Means not depending on the Node.js, or like not depending on the npm modules which are from the package manager. Here we are only depending on ourselves. One second. Here we are depending on ourselves, so that everything will be here itself under our control about all the modules. So those are called as custom modules. So to custom modules, first we need what is the custom we need it, and how we are integrating with the JS. For example, see, OS is there. Here required OS is in one module. So beside back means by default in the backend process of all the things in OS, what they will happen, it will create a logic and it will be called here, and we are using that here. That is how the module will work. Same like HTTP, same like this one also. Somewhere in the company where the server side they are using that as a default one, means like their own logic, creating the own logic, and that logic we are using here. For example, I will create one custom module. Let's assume like a calculator, I have created one custom module. That module is using by other companies or other third parties, everyone. It will become as a core module for them. If our module is inside that node, while installing the Node.js only, our module is also installed, means that is called core module. Or else we can do one thing like npm. We have like I will show you npm. This is a module, npm, which is a module where we can create our own modules and we can build it here, deploy it here, and that package they will use based upon the requirements, which is called as npm modules, and this is called as like a third party modules. Okay, so let's now go ahead with the custom modules. So I hope you gotten clarity about what is third party module and what are the means what are the node modules also. I will tell you in detail here only in npm modules also. So npm modules means we have created, right, npm redux, or else in React we have npm install redux, or else npm install some logger, or anything, whatever the modules which we are using from the npm company, which are the modules are called as node package manager modules. That is the for node package npm modules, and this is the custom modules, and another one which is the starting one, core modules. So I hope you got a clarity between all these three modules. So make a sure in the name itself it will tell what is the modules and what everything, but make sure to remember this. It may in future we will be using like not in the future, in a real time scenario we will be using these things. Okay, so let's create one or two examples of the custom modules, and we can show it. For example, I will create one calculator.js is one custom module. I am creating it. So first of all, what I have to create in custom module, what I want to show the add value, where I want to take a comma b as a values inputs, and I want to show a plus b plus b. Same later, constant subtract equal to a minus b, constant multiplication equal to a comma b, a into b, constant division equal to a divided by so here we can write one case, like for example, if a denominator, which is a numerator and denominator, right, for a by b, what it will be a will be the numerator and this is the denominator. If with the denominator is 0 means it will be showing the infinity. I don't want to show the infinity. I will write a case here, condition. Let's say I am integrating what we have learned, that's it. Like for example, b when only not equal to 0, then I will show a by b, or else I will show cannot be divide by 0. Okay, so this is what I want to show. So this is module, that is what I have given. So what I can do now, everything module means I have to do exports, imports, exports, and everything are common. So I will use here what add as one thing, or subtract I am using, output and multiplication also I am getting exporting, then also division. So these are all the things I am using division. So now module dot, I forgot the dot. Okay, so this is then our custom module. Okay, now I want to integrate in any other module, so I will create one file name which is called custom.js, so that here we are using this module. So what we have to do, simple, first we have to import that one. So first of all, const calculator, I will use it as a constant value, so that I will use require. So here I will use, instead of react, here using require, where require I am how in require calculator.js calculator.js. Oh, I think we no need of JS because we are not importing the file, we are importing the things. So calculator, or else we can check the path like /calculator. Okay, that is the best practice. So what we can do now, simple, console.log of calculator dot inside that I will show here beside, and see now I'm using custom calculate dot add of what are the values, 2 comma 3 I will do, or else I will do 5 comma 5. It's better so that we can understand easily. So I will copy this and whatever else you need, paste, and I will use subtract here, and I will use multiplication here, and I will use division here. So now we got it. Now nothing, just we have to run the file. So what is the file name? Let me check. Okay, it's in the clear path and node custom.js. See, 5 plus 5 10, and let me zoom it. 5 plus 5 10, 5 minus 5 0, 5 into 5 25, 5 by 5 0. For example, in case I have given 0 here and I am running again, see, cannot divided by 0. We have cannot be divided by 0. That's what we got it. So this is what custom module. So I will tell you in another example for custom module, like consoling the paths. It's the same thing, but I will show you another one. What I can use is logger.js as a sample. Here in the logger.js, let me close all this to avoid confusion, and here logger.js. okay, so same thing, constant log, here function we will give arrow function. So whenever I'm calling log in the outside the custom module, I have to get, so I'll give message here. So where in the message I will use console dot log off welcome to Node.js in Swhizz tech, Node.js class in Swhizz tech. Okay, so I will copy the same thing, I will keep here, but I will use here error and the function. Here I need error, enter the correct data format. Okay, so these are the true customs, and I will export what modules, right? These are so modules I have to give module dot export, where what I am exporting log comma error. So these are the two things I am exporting the things. So same I will use the custom only. So let me delete this, and here I'll use slash logger logs. So now what I can see, simple. Now logs dot log off, what we are using, we are importing the logs, and inside that this is the log. So logs dot log off, so this is a thing. Oh, we have given message, right? So I will give message as a hello everyone. So for that I can use here backtick, which is string templating, which we learned in JavaScript, and after that I will use here message. Now same thing, I will use here backtick dollar message. So now when I go here, I will write hello everyone. This is one JavaScript. Next, logs.error. What we have written, let hey, that's it. So let's go here, clear the things, and hello everyone, welcome to Node.js class in Swhizz. That's what we got here. Hello everyone, welcome to Node.js class in Swhizz. And error, hey, enter the correct data format. Hey, enter the correct data format. So this is what we call as custom modules. So anyhow, you know idea of the what node modules means. I have told you npm package. Npm modules means npm package whichever we are giving. So this is what we will call as custom modules and node modules. So now let's go with asynchronous flow, which we are learning here. So next, asynchronous functions. Let me create another function like async.js, where in async.js, asynchronous, you know, right, we can use with the callback function or promise based function, or else async await function. What we have learned in JavaScript, nothing more than that. Just we will copy the JavaScript code and we execute in the server side, nothing more than that. So I will just call back with the help of call with the help of promises, which we'll use mostly here. So promises, what we can written here is function perform async, where I'm using the normal function. So what I will return, new promise of response or else resolve or reject. So let me write response full now for understanding, your better understanding. So it's a resolve, means it's resolved or else it's rejected. So what we will do is it will be everything inside the arrow based functions, where inside that function we will use set timeout for triggering the asynchronous function. So again we are using here arrow based function, and constant I will write data equal to async task completed. So this should be there after completion of everything in the ending. So this is what will happen, and I will give resolve as data which we are sending. So set timeout for what function, how much number seconds I can give. Let's give for 2000, means 2 seconds. So this is what promise based functions. Now let's go and calling this promise based function like I think we don't need this. Now perform async task, then dot, then we will use in promise base, then result equal to, what we can write is console dot log of this is the result, or else dot catch the dot catch of error, where console error is the error Okay, now this is the thing. Now once it's done, we will call this function like after, means before. I will show you the example. Excuse me. This is executed immediately after the task. Before, sorry, it's a before, because see, nothing. I am here using the function where this console should be printed after getting all the things here done. But here, what the meaning of JavaScript? Synchronous means, I said right before, everything will be like a one by one, step by step process. So but here here consoling, actually in the synchronous, the console first one what we are giving here, it should be coming, but we are not showing that one. We are showing this one, then it will getting it because of the asynchronous function which we are getting promises. So let me node async.js. See, this is executed immediately, I got it, and the result is async task completed. See, it's take extra time. As you can see now, this will be printed immediately after I am running the script, but this will take time because it's checking the operation and it's checking the resolve and result dot then dot resolve error, and after that it will print if it is a dot then, or else it will show the dot error. So the result is, and it is showing the result. So let me show it. See, it's executed immediately, we got it, and the result is async task completed. The result is, and this one is the result value which is coming from the data, this one. Okay, this is called asynchronous flow. Nothing more than that, nothing new we have learned. Everything which is there in the JavaScript we have learned, and we have learned in the React, but just we are showing it here, that's it. So third topic, let me close all. So let me open this, and another topic is JSON handling. In React we have used mapping called list rendering. If you know the concept, list rendering is called mapping, where we have used that one. But here in React, in Node we don't have the map. Simply we will call the data with the core modules of the JavaScript, means Node.js. We will use the thing and we will check it. So let's check with one data, JSON dot JS for checking. Okay, so JSON.js, we will check it, and first of all we have to check const fs equal to require fs, and now I will create the JSON data equal to object as name Swhizz technologies, and after that branches numeral type 2, and area Madhapur, it should be in string. So this is the thing what I want to print out, the JSON data. So this is the data what how I want to show in Node.js in console, so that we are grabbing the data via Node.js. So I will write fs.write file sync, where it will sync the data in the name of data.json, so that it will be writing JSON data to a file, means everything the data which we are returning here, it will write in a file name while creating it. So we can write json.singlify JSON data. Okay, so here we can write parameters for null and true for, and also UTF for English version, like in the standard UTS codes. These are the standard codes nothing more than that. And we can write console dot log of data written in file. So that is what we are having here. So once the data is found, we are using read data equal to fs read sync.js. How we are using it? Read sync.js here, same utf-8. Again, what we are doing, console dot log of what I can do, read JSON data from file. Okay, so I will call this file also for here. What the JSON data is for read, we can see in the console, so that to avoid confusion. So I think it should work now. For better one, let's go and check node json.js. See, data written in the file and read JSON data from the file. What is the data? Name, Swhizz Technologies, branches to Madhapur. As you can see here, we will get a file with the data JSON. What everything is one create JSON file is created, and everything is pasted in that one. Whatever you write. For example, I have written 30 India. So country. So again I will run the script. Let me show here also. So again I will run the script. See, now see, it's updated, India 30, India 30, and we are getting India 30. So that is how we will learn. We got everything in JSON data. So if you will get doubt, means here if you are writing JSON data and you are calling here, okay fine, but in the real life scenario, real time, we will have a n number of JSON data, like a 1 or 2 or 3, and you want to read everything, you can do it. Means like that is called complex JSON data, where we will call everything in every JSON data in the folder. Because in the real life, how you know, like everything will be in a one folder, means every JSON folder, JSON data, everything will be in one folder. So I will copy this and save it in one folder like JSON. Okay, inside that I will keep data.json file here, and I mode it. So I want to read here, so I want to create another one, data2.json. so JSON data, control A, control C, and here I will write control V, command C or command V. So here I have written 22 USA. Okay, so these are the two JSON data I want to read with a single script. So how I will do it? So let's go with the JSON.js. What I will write? Simple, I will write first one, which is equal, okay, but here it's in different path, right? So I will import the path also. So once I imported the path, let's delete this, and I'll use function read JSON file, where I will give the file path. So once the file path we got it, we'll use try catch block here, same like this one, dot then dotted, like file content. We can give fs dot read file sync anyhow, and file path we are giving it here. So once we read the file, what we want to return that JSON in parts of file content, and or else we can give catch of error. What we are catching, if it is not read successfully, we are giving console.log error. What is the file path we are getting it, and after that returning in case and return null. So we are returning null, so nothing will be returned if it is an error. So this is what process to read the JSON file, and once we read it, we need to folder, and it's in subfolders also we have to check. So this is the main thing. We'll use processing the folders, or I can say where I can let folder path which I will give it, and inside that function same like try. Inside the try I will use constant files equal to fs dot read sync folder path. Okay, so once the files have read the everything, what it will do? Nothing, just it will reading that one. So once it will loop the things, because we have here we'll use for each loop, same like for a loop we have for each loop, where here file is a one unique entity, and we are that calling that files inside constant file path equal to path joint file. Okay, now constant stats, where stats is equal to fs dot stat string of file path. So we are tracking that file path, what we are getting it everything from the folder path which we are giving, and we are checking the status of that path, and we are getting which directory it is checking that. Then if we have a condition where the status is done, so we'll let stats dot directory, where it will check the means is it directory or not, is it folder or not, it will check. If it's a directory, I think here the function will be there. So if it's a directory, we are going with a process folder which is a function with an path name file path, which is an argument. This is the function we are going on. So I think if it is okay, or else what to do means, else if it's a file, for example stats dot is file is another function. If it is a file, and path what we are giving dot extra name is also a file, means that is a file which we are giving, and it's a main thing. We will convert to 2 lowercase as a function, then I will use it as a JSON file. So inside that JSON file, I think path okay, file okay. Okay, I missed this one, that's why it's showing closing parenthesis, it's error. Okay, now once I opened it, now what I can do is, once we got the path and extra name and processing into JSON file, and that process we will use constant JSON data equal to read JSON file of file path. Then we got read JSON dot file path if JSON data is console dot log off backtick processed JSON data of JSON data. Oh, here I will use file, right? Here we are using file which is coming from here. So I will use the console dot log off JSON data also. Okay, so next closing this parenthesis, okay, fine, and again closing the if case is fine, and closing the for each case, and here it's done. After that I will use try catch block. Try block is done, no catch. If in case nothing is there, you got means console dot log off error. Okay, so this is the process and everything. Now we have to give the path. So root folder where I want to grab it, I'll give as slash, this is the one, okay, JSON is the folder which I want to give. So I will call that folder inside that root folder. So I will tell you step by step. Somewhere error we have done. So what we have done, require we have fs and we have path, and after that we have read JSON data file path and draw constant fs read sync of file path with the UTF-8 and returning the JSON parts within file what we are getting file content and catching that error if in case we are reading the file with the path of error message. Okay, that's fine, that's not issue, or else we are returning it. So thus read JSON file where we are using, here we are using, where in the process folder we are getting the folder path, and that path, I think the path is wrong if I'm not wrong. Yeah, the path is only the wrong, the syntax is everything is working fine. See, now as you can see I have two JSON data. JSON 1 is India with 30 and JSON 2 is USA with 22. See, I got all the JSON data printed in one thing within JSON data.json. Okay, and this is for data2.json, means two different things I got it. So how we are consoling it? Here nothing, just we are grabbing. I will tell you in reverse engineering how functions will work, means reverse engineering. That is the only confusion most of the first initial developers will do the mistake. See, first I have created function where I will give the path of the folder. Okay, inside that folder we will check it everything. Okay, so once we get the folder, what I'm doing in the try catch block, in try block I will check the files in the folder path, what are the means it is a directory or not, means I will check whether it's a directory or not in the initial one. So once I confirm it's a directory, then what I will do, whatever the files inside this read directory folder, I will use the loop and I will use that folder path with the file, and I will extract the data simply everything. So again in the if case, what I will check, what I are getting the file path, means file path means that folder path along with the file, right? So that file path is a directory, means I will process the folder with the file path. If not, means if it is a directory, means again I will use the things and loop and everything stuff. If it is not a folder, then I will go, if it is a file or else any extra name with the file, is file means any file name or else any extension name which is in .json, which is this case. JSS means I will use that, I will read that JSON file and I will save that JSON file in JSON data. If we have JSON data, then I will show that file name along with the JSON data what we have get it. So as you can see now, this is a JSON data with data.json, and this is the file name of data.json, and this is the JSON data. See, as you can see, I have console the JSON data and this is the file name. So processed JSON data file name. So once you go there and rejoin it, process data file name data.json, and we are getting the JSON data. So this is the function which we got clarity what and how we are doing it. So if you got doubt here, why you are using this one? So if you want to read the file, means once the file is there, and if you want to read the data, we have to give another function. We can give this inside this one, but to make it useful and reusable, that's why we are using functions, right? So to make it the optimized code and best practice, we are calling that file path here, and same try catch, we are using that file content which is inside that all the things, and we are parsing that data. If it is not, we are showing a null. That's it. That's what we have done, nothing more than that. So I hope you gotten clarity about what is custom modules, npm modules, core modules, and asynchronous flow with the types of like a promise based, async await, and everything what we have learned from the starting onwards. And after that, JSON handling, how we can call the JSON data, and in case we have multiple JSON data, how we are going to call, everything we have learned it. So this is the this session's topics, and in further sessions we will learn about deep dive into the Node.js with authentication. Thank you.